But this is what's been going on for days. I'll be right here. This is Robbie from Southern California. And hold on, because I've got to make, I'm making another gallon of hummingbird food. And I'll be right with you. So I'll tell you what's been going on. I should tell Gary I'm live. Zoe, you're going to have to move out of the way. I got to get this bucket out. Sugar. I don't know if it's the fires. Hold on. I'm making too much noise. It's probably they're migrating. Excuse me, Zoe. And they're coming through a lot. And I don't seem to be able to make enough for them. And I've got to get 2 more feeders out there. This was all full like a matter of a couple hours ago. I'm not reading any chats, so I hope I have a moderator out there. Keep things family friendly and nice. Well, I don't think there's 3 people out there. Always want to keep this family friendly. That's the way I am. Always been that way. Okay, let me get this started because I got to cool it down as fast as I make it. And then I'm going to go get some stuff done around here. Hi, Jackie. So you're not going to see me reading any chats. Hold on. I'm making the hummingbird food and I'm adding in ice. I swear, if I can ever get my kitchen clean, I will just go live in the kitchen. It seems like I clean it and then I cook and then it looks like it's horrible. All right. So I've got another gallon pretty much made. Let me get a feeder out here right now. Weather's nice today. I don't know how warm we're going to be, but it's going to be nice. And we still have overcast, but it's a mix. Nah, the way that's coming in, it's a mix of clouds. Let me get this out. It's a mix of clouds and smoke. There are still 3 fires burning. I heard last night they had one. Oh, hold on. I gotta get some. I heard last night. I'm gonna look for my other feeder hose right now. Just take this one. That they had a 9% contained. One of them. The other one, no. And sometimes what they do with these fires is instead of putting them out, they let them burn back into the forest because that's kind of like what nature would do. Okay, that's got, this does not. I wonder if I can, no, just let me see. No. You've been taking baths in here all day. It's so cute. I love my deck. Look. I can walk. Can you imagine? I don't know if you can see me. I would sit in the sink behind you. Not that often, only a couple times a year. I'd climb into the sink and it held me. And then I would clean the window and that would be it. Then from the other window, I could have a stick with a sponge and I would clean it. And I'd be hanging out. And my girlfriend came over a few weeks ago and she looked at me. She was down there and she said, "It looks like a French window balcony with all the birds." But the thing was, if I fell, it's like 2 stories because this part of the house is on stilts. And so it would be a drop. But it was the only thing I can do. My mistake was when Gary built this part, he asked me if I wanted a walkway. His mistake was, no, he didn't have a mistake. He told me I was going to have to take out my hibiscus. And I didn't want to take out my hibiscus. We didn't really analyze it. And I said, no, this is good. And then as soon as he built it, I felt bad because he would have just kept on going. So anyways, it's done now. And she said, "Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? You don't know. There's nobody here." She said, "I don't." She's looking. You are so smart. You are so smart. So anyways, like I said, it's done now, and I'm just glad it's done. It's really nice. I'm looking at things I'm going to change. Things I did, we put up this hook here. I'm going to get rid of the window box because I think it's going to, I want to grow flowers. It's too big. I can put flowers other ways. But anyways, let me let the birds come back in. I got to get this feeder done. And I got feeders all over the deck. And let's see, let's get this one full. And let me get one more thing. This is not about me, so you're not going to see me. I should tell Gary I'm live. I don't know where he is. Well, I do know where he is. He's working. But I'm just going to tell him. Let's see. I am He never knows when I'm going to go live. He never knows when I'm taking pictures of him. Because I take a lot of pictures of him when he's working. Probably not enough. Oh my goodness. Let's get another. I'm trying to figure out how many more feeders I can get there. I didn't lose anything by doing this because the rail's not there. I had two, so I kind of lost one, but I put an extra one to the side. So I haven't lost anything. What I have to do is figure out how to put more. I did order half a dozen more feeders. I ordered one of those that I like that have the flaw from Chewy. That came, and I have another idea. If you really don't want to cut it, cutting's the easiest way. I think I have another idea how we can fix the flaw. I'm sure the company hates me because this is a major mold fix, but it's going to have to be done. All right, let me get this out. But with mine, they do have to be done. I've done different things to it. There's other ways of doing it without cutting it. I did two different ways. I will tell you, it's so much work. That's a baby Oriole. Just so you know. Oh, let me fix the camera because I don't think you're getting a good shot. All the adult Orioles are gone. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can fix my little tiny tripod. There's no perfect fix. Well, I went down again, didn't it? Hold on. I think that's going to have to do. Anyways, the main thing is to get the hummingbirds fed, and then I'm going to get going. And then 3 hours later, I'll be telling you the same thing when It's really hard for me to do anything. I just want to look out the window and watch them. Look at that. I just loved it. You can see the one to the left and then the ones to the back. But anyways, I really like the First Nature ones with the large holes. But again, with that flaw, I fixed it two different ways, and you don't have to cut it, but it's just so much work. Cutting it is like 2 seconds, literally. Do the whole thing in 5 seconds, and it works. And there's no downfall on it. No, I can't think of anything else. I mean, cutting it is the best way. But it's going to have to be done with the Orioles. After seeing, well, now I know what happened to one of those hummingbirds. I think it was just over a year ago or last year, where I couldn't figure out why he got stuck. And then thank goodness I saved the footage. Hold on, Jerry's answering me. So what is he answering me? Oh, I got a big, okay, so he knows, he doesn't care. He's working on a hole somewhere. And then the Oriole, I couldn't believe the next day. Now that I'm watching, another one got caught, but he didn't do what the other one did. Anyways, let me get this out. Sunny outside. Sunny. Everything is so bright now. It drives me crazy. I did not do an update on the cataract surgery I had. It's been, 9 weeks? If you really want it, I can do it. Just let me know. It's not much, but in case some of you said you were going to go for it, I can tell you what I did. Any downfalls from it? No, it's just that everything is so bright. When I take off my glasses, it's like, holy mackerel. And then I work in the garden, and I've got this habit of taking the glasses off. I have to break that habit because for years I haven't worn glasses because I had natural sunglasses. Oh, Zoe, the emus are not down there. They're in their new home. She still looks for them under the deck. All right. So I could, if I wanted to, put another feeder here. This is hummingbird lunch. It's a kufia. And I've got videos on that. And I love that. I want to get some more kufia there. And then maybe I'll put some flowers there. My daughter got me a turtle, a solar turtle that lights up. So at night, lights up. And then I've got my table. I stole this from my the bird garden. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it here or not. I could have tea with you. Look at, they're all waiting in the trees now. She's not leaving. Who's in the trees? And spice finches on the deck this morning. That was exciting. They came from the bird garden and came up on the deck. Anyways, that's been really cute. They've been bathing in that. Let me get out of the way so you can see the hummingbirds. You don't need to see me. Let's see. Everything here looks good. I'm trying to make sure if I got enough feeders. Like I said, I bought another half a dozen from Walmart, and I need to make the holes bigger. We haven't had any bees coming to bother the feeders, so as long as I'm going to have to wash this, it's going to be noisy. Because you're in my sink. Once the bees start to bother, usually it's in September and they haven't bothered it, so they've got enough of something somewhere. Then I have to put the ones out that have the tiny holes. Yeah. This is actually light now, so a lot of them did feed already. I mean, it was packed about 20 minutes ago, just that you can't see. See, I've got to put more out the window. Here, let me show you for a minute. Let me draw my hands. Let's see. I can't see. I've got them there, but see, a couple of them are. That's a big one from Walmart. And I made the holes bigger on that. See, they really like the holes bigger. And I'm going to change a few since they're going to empty it. I mean, they empty the small feeders that are back there at least 3 times a day, if not more. And then I've got the one here where the hummingbird nested on. Then I added this feeder on. That's a new feeder. That's brand new. So I haven't lost any with changing the deck around. And then you got the pizza. Look at that. And with the pizza tray sitting on, it's just a bowl I got from a dollar store. I actually got the bowl from Daiso. And then it's a kid's pizza plate. And I do have holes in the pizza. Let me see if you can see. See, trying to hold it still. See the holes? So the hummingbirds, if they land on it, they won't get sticky. They won't accidentally get into the nectar. It's really made for the orioles. But now who's drinking out of it is the not just the hummingbirds, the house finches come in. And they drink out of that too. So it has a purpose, the holes, but you don't have to do the holes. What else was I saying? I haven't really lost any feeders by changing it. But going to the big feeders, that's what I was saying. I changed the small ones, which are 16 ounces out, at least all of them all over the property 3 times a day. Does it drive me crazy? Yes, but it has to be done. Now, if I switch over to 32 ounce, which I really like fresher nectar because they keep sticking their beaks in and, you know, they're everywhere and they're going in spider webs and getting the nectar dirty. I prefer to have the smaller ones, but I'm going to put a few bigger ones around. So in case I'm working or doing something, I don't have to worry about they're out of food because the bigger ones, of course, will last almost double longer, except if they run out of the small ones and they finish the big ones. So it does help. It does help. I'm trying to figure out how to make myself a little more time. And I better finish here. What I'll do, so I can leave this here, so I'll grab my tablet in a minute. I still have to put out a couple more out the window. This is like an all day. It actually starts at night. About 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm filling feeders. That's when I used to clean the window. I couldn't clean the window during the day because the hummingbirds were all over me, and I was afraid if I thought it was a bee, I might flinch or something and fall out the window. So I would clean the windows most of the time at night. So now what I do is I go through all the feeders and I fill them. But if I'm up at 1, but I usually do it between 11 and 12 at night. And then this way I know in the morning when they get up at 6:30, they have plenty of food. So that's what I do here. And then again by, I don't even know what time it is right now. What time is it? Usually 9 o'clock I'm starting to fill. Okay, so it's 11:40-ish. 9 o'clock I'm refilling some of them. I'm bringing them in, washing them, and putting them out. I'm thinking of extending this. No, I can't extend the tomato stay because I don't want to move the fountain. Here I told you guys once in a video, don't put your fountains near where the bird food is because they won't take a bath. What a lie. I didn't know. The fountain sat there for the longest time. And when I move it, they all took a bath. They take baths all day in the hat fountain. So I leave that one there now. If I move it, they'll go looking for it. Where'd she put our fountain? So I guess they got used to it is what it is. Usually you don't put a fountain right next to the food like I did, but they got used to it, so they use it. So I've got the orioles taking baths, hummingbirds taking baths in the hat fountain. It's a plastic hat. It's a serving, it's like a chip and dip hat. I got it at the thrift store. 4. They were like $1 or $2. So anyways, that's what's going on here. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. I just want to sit and stare. I think this one's empty too. Yep, that one's empty too. It really, see, there's no way to get everything in there. What I should do is get something that's tan. Wouldn't that be cute? Remember, I'm not reading anything right now. Nice view of the little haze. And yeah, it is smoky in the background. I missed your name. It just shut off. I'll get you. I think it was Jan. Jen is. We have a combination of kind of like ocean burn off, the, what do you call it? Fog, and a little bit. Let me turn this better. And then, of course, we do have smoke. Believe you me, I've been coughing all morning. Let me get this out here. Let's see what has to go on here. Or not yet. Empty. Somebody said to me in a video, one of my videos, I turned it already. How do you turn it over? I don't know if you can see that one. We'll put this one here right now without it spilling. I've never had a problem with that. You just flip it. It doesn't spill. I don't know which ones. See, I could put one there. Let me get it some more washed. There's no way to see everything. And that would be the other thing. Do I redesign the windows so you can see everything? Where's that feeder? There's that feeder. Yeah, there's no way. Let me see if I am zoomed as far back. Can't do anything else. I don't know, because the most important thing to me is the birds. See the baby oriole? They haven't left. All the adults are gone. They left. But the babies have stayed around, and there's a whole bunch of them. Oh, see, there's a second and a third. You'll see another one in a minute. There's 2 there. There's one. Where'd he go? He's in the back. See? He's over there. And those are baby orioles. Hold on. Oh, come on. Zoom. Oh, no. Almost said I'm ending the video. They've stayed here. I'm trying to get this. I can't get it any better than that. Not much way. If I went back too much, you wouldn't be able to see anything. And then I've got my mushroom plant here with an egg hanging in it. Oh, see, it's starting to die down now. They come in mad rushes. It's like, and they're waves. That's what it's waves. So you'll have, quite a few hundred come in, and then they leave. They don't stay. They leave. I got to get something in that one. Let me get something washed there. And then another mad rush will come in. But they come back. I would say if they don't find enough, they'll be back in 15 minutes. Now, right now, hold on. I'm sorry about this. Right now, they're upset with the orioles. They don't like the orioles. And the orioles can be nasty. So there's 3 of them now. 3 oriole, 1, 2, 3. I'm not sure if there's more in the tree. I had 8 at one time yesterday. 8 babies. It must be from either 2 different clutches. See, they're all kind of scurrying around the hummingbirds. They do not like them. They'll be gone anyway soon. We're in the middle of September. Okay, here comes the 4th one that's coming in. They should be gone, I would say, in the next couple weeks. By October 1st, there shouldn't be any left. You can't see them, but I can see them on the deck. Yeah, I wish you could. You can't see through the window. I'll scare everybody, but I'll show you. If I step back in my kitchen, I can see through the window on the deck. There's a feeder there, and they've been feeding there too. There's a couple feeders over there. I have feeders everywhere. So that's what's going on here. Let me keep going. This is just to show you my madness in the morning. Gary was out there with me last night. They were coming like man, and I was trying to set up where my cameras are so I can keep an eye on my feeders. So when they're empty, I know it. And he said to me, "Oh, it's raining." I said, "Ew." It wasn't raining. Not what you think it was raining. It wasn't raining. They are cute. I really do enjoy the orioles, and I want to keep them safe. And after seeing them get caught on those feeders, oh my gosh, I was heartbroken. Now, I will admit, we have hundreds and thousands of birds here, and it was what, 1 in 1,000 that it got caught? Oh, there's 4 Orioles now. Five! Five! I see five. You can't see them, but I do. I'm going to scare them. But look, they're on the back on my pole. There's 2 there. There's 1 on each feeder. So we have 5 Orioles so far. But it is 1 in 1,000 chance that they can get caught. I understand that. But the idea that they can get caught, and I saw it the very next day again, that just made me sick. So now they can't. And even though I do like those feeders, and I will continue to buy those feeders because they keep adding on in more, and that's not the Walmart one. You don't have to change the Walmart one at all. Let me pull the ice out of my food. I'm just going to fix them. So like I said, I bought one. Chewy has the ones with the large hole. I ordered it with my dog food, and I think it's like $7, $8. That wasn't a bad price. And then the ones from Walmart, the same. It's almost the same. It's the same company. They're made in the USA. The red ones from Walmart. Good plastic, just that it's a different design. And the base is a little bit smaller. Yet it handles what? Double the birds. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think the Walmart one has 16 slits in it. And the one that First Nature makes for their own company themselves, because First Nature makes the Walmart ones exclusively, has 8. And if you are not feeding birds like this, every time I move, they flinch. You won't have to worry about it. But here they do feed peacefully. So 16 birds will sit on the Walmart ones and feed. And then only 8 can feed at the same time unless they're sharing one of the spout holes. And then 2 of them can sit together. And sometimes they do share. And the Orioles are waiting for me to go away, but I need to get this out the window. So where am I going to hang this one? Can you see that? Let me see. I love how Zoe had to go out to see who I was talking to. She's talking to somebody. I'm going to put another one up there. I don't know if you can see this one. And will it block this one? I don't know. I will see if I can arrange them better for a camera so you can see them all. No, you can't. All right, let me grab my tablet before I end this. It's a shame you can't see the other. I saw another feeder going go up. I don't like to see birds stressed. Hold on. And when they come in and they seem to panic because they can't find the seat, that's when they're stressing, and I don't want them to stress. So I want to have more feeders, more feeding ports. Let's call them that. More feeding ports than birds. So if I've got 10 birds feeding, I want to make sure I have enough feeders out there. I mean, one Walmart feeder, if everybody was happy, would be fine because the Walmart one holds 16. But the point I'm trying to say is if there's enough seats and they can come in here, then they don't stress and they're really happy. It's like, oh, there's plenty of room. Let me see where else I can put one besides. No, I've got this one feeding out of the ice cream container. I got to get more ice cream containers out there. I think I will go do that feeder. As soon as he's done, I'll walk over there and do that one. Because I've got feeders everywhere. So I have more, and that's how you get birds. Now, if you've got birds fighting, that's a different story. You've got to bring in more birds to stop the fighting. Barbara C, hello. You know how I saw you? It just flashed on. All my emojis. Okay, he's gone. Let me go get that feeder in there for them because they really like that. I put that one up when the deck was finished yesterday, the night before. It's only this part of the deck's only 2 days. Okay, I got that one. I don't have to hang out the window to do that one anymore. Okay. Okay, let me grab my tablet and then I'll finish. I'll wrap this up soon. Now, I could go live more often and leave the camera on if I didn't have people upset that I wasn't talking to you. And then I get upset, it's like, where are you? Why aren't you answering us? And I need to get things done. Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me sit down for a minute. Move, Zoe. And let the birds do their thing, and then I'll finish putting out more. And then if people get upset, I get upset. It's like, no, I don't want everybody upset. All right, which let me put my tablet here. I don't think Gary's coming in. He's got a big job he's working on, so he might be having a birthday party here next week. Oh, means more cleaning. Okay, let me see if I can find it and see what questions, because I know there's going to be questions. But there's just been so many birds. All right, so, whoa. Okay. So, Jackie, well, you were the first. Amy Thompson. I wish I had that many. Be careful what you wish for. Grace in the garden, good afternoon. It is afternoon? No, I got 10 minutes till afternoon. Probably for you. We're 10 minutes to noon. But good afternoon. Good morning. Let's see. Emmy Lytle. Zoe, lovely day. Robbie and Gary and cutesy Zoe, lovely day. It is a beautiful day today, and I hope to have a good day in the garden. Let's see, Amy Thompson. Then again, we live in West Virginia, so we don't have them all year. I know. Do I still put up fountains and feeders and stuff, or do I wait till spring? Because I have another fountain I made that the birds love. I literally made a new one yesterday. Put it out last night. A couple birds came to it, and they've been using it this morning, but I don't want to do a video on that yet. I'm going to do a video on something else. Let's see, Mr. Geek Me Out. How you squirrel proof your bird feeders? We had a squirrel this morning in the bird garden. We had a couple squirrels. I don't mind a few. I made those wire feeders. They can't get in there, so you'd have to go back and find the video. And they're just these wire cage. They're trays, and I put 2 trays together. So because they can't get it, my voice is dry from the smoke. Because they can't get into that one, they leave that one alone. So I don't mind if they have a few that they can get into, as long as they don't disrupt all of them. We don't have that. We have a couple tree squirrels around, and then we got some ground squirrels. I just deal with it, is basically, but they can't get into everything, so it works out okay. Let's see, Tracy State Farm, love all the birds. Looks that they're, it looks like they're sharing. They do share here very, very well. Oh, you can see pretty good. I think I can move it. Now I'm looking at it. I can move it over a little bit. And you'll be able to see the other feeders. It's just that they're so far away, so I have to figure out how to do that. I don't want to run live all day, because to me, it's, I don't need to do that. Let me see if I can do a little bit. Okay, that didn't work. Hold on. That might work a little better. All right, let's see if that works a little bit. I still have more feeders I have to put out. Let's see. Grab some water. So I came in to make a green drink. Sorry. Oh, Amy Thompson, I have a Yorkie too. Aren't they adorable? They're little people is what they are. LaJoyce Stewart, hello. Thumbs up on the fires. Yeah, the fires, that's what they do with a lot of them. They let them burn back into the forest as long as they're not heading towards houses. They protect the houses and let them keep it. Well, they can't. If you saw how big they are, there's just not much they can do. LEGGG, love. So love Robbie and Gary. Debbie Hediger, hello. GM 70s music lover. Hi from South Texas. I'm never going to be able to get to everybody. Love your happy Hummingbird village. That looks like that. Got to get more of the ice cream containers out. Okay, so now it's died down. There's not that many. I mean, it's just thick. It was just, I had somebody here yesterday, and he said, I have never seen this many. I said, this isn't that many. He said, but they just keep coming in. I said, well, that's what they do. I explained to him, because they only feed every 15 minutes. They come in, they may stay 10 seconds, they may stay 2 minutes and feed, and then they leave. And then they come back if they don't get enough about 15 minutes later. How do we know that? Because before I really started YouTube, because remember, YouTube was an accident, wasn't trying anything, we had a couple pies that were here. I don't know what happened to them. They disappeared. They were only here that 1 year. And when I say pies, they had white speckles to them. One had it on the face, I think it was, and the body. Another one had it on the wings. So you would see them feed, and it would be so hard to get a photograph. They were so shy. Maybe because they were chased more, I don't know. But they would feed, and I wouldn't see them for 15 or 20 minutes, and then they'd come back. Well, now there's 2 hummingbirds in the ice cream container. So that's how you know. So they're not just sitting here feeding all day, because they need protein. They get that from insects. They need pollen and nectar. And so they're out checking out flowers. And we're planting a lot of flowers. That's my goal. Maria, T-I-A-N-T-I, oh, from Lakeland, Florida. Hello. Linda Nelson, I have 3 hummingbirds, but they're here only once in a while. They never use the fountain. Well, that means the 3 hummingbirds you've got are bathing somewhere else. And so the whole idea is they're going to have to figure out whatever you put out is safe. And just so you know, even yesterday, last night, I put out a new fountain, and I didn't expect them to use it. I think I put it out 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I had to go through the whole footage I had to find a hummingbird came in for 5 seconds and took a bath. So sometimes you just don't see. So you may not be there. They dive into it, they splash for a second, and they're gone. I hear a red tail. Debbie Coran, hello from Southern Oregon. Congratulations on your new walkway. I know. That was kind of like a fight. It was like, do I want it? Do I not want it? Even up to the moment. This time I had a guy do it because Gary said he would do it. We know that would be done next year because Gary's crazy busy. So I said to him, no. He came here actually to catch the roof, which is good because now Gary won't have to be climbing into the attic when it's raining, moving totes around in the attic to catch the water. So he asked me again about the deck. You want me to add on that piece? Because Gary did the whole thing back there. And I said, no. He said, why? I told him the truth. I said, Joe, I can't disrupt the hummingbird. He said, we'll have it done in 2 days. I said, there's no way. He said, yes, we will. We'll do it in 2 days, and we'll work slowly around him. So I moved all the hummingbirds. I did not do a video on this. On those clothes racks that, I probably did a video on that, and I've got more videos I wanted to do on that, and I don't know where the time went this summer. So I took them the day before he showed up, and I moved the clothes rack onto another part of the deck and started putting a bunch of hummingbird feeders there. And I kind of moved them, even though I will admit Joe's 2 guys that were working on the deck were getting rained on because hummingbirds were zipping around them. But as soon as they left, they would leave about 3 o'clock. I put all the feeders back out. So it worked out really good. Really, really good. But that little piece, Gary would have done it when he did it last year. And it's okay. He doesn't need to do it. He's got so many other projects to work on. So it worked out better. Let's see. So now we got the roof done. I got that done. So Gary said he'd work on that. But I think it was my sister's husband that fell off the roof. Somebody fell off the roof. I thought, no, he doesn't need to climb on the roof. So we got the roof done. So hopefully it won't rain. And we only didn't do the whole roof. We did part of the roof where we knew it was raining. And then he finished the deck for me because it was only just that small part. And then they put up a piece of wood for me so I can hang some stuff on it. Let's see. This is bliss. Love it. Oh, thank you. Coney, is that how would you say it? Bridgeham. Hello, is that from Indiana? Deborah, I think I got you. Yes, I got you. Debbie Corinne. Johnny Maserati, hello. I'm wearing a bra. He only knows what I mean. Amy Thompson. Let's see. How do you keep them from pooping all over the porch? You don't. So I do have to go out there and just hose it down. It's not that bad so far, but it's only been a couple days. They do poop in certain areas. So you saw the window when I had the babies. Normally, they fly off and they poop in the air. You'll actually see when they're flying. So I don't know what's going to be. But, even now, before that portion of the deck was done, I just hose it off where they are. And it's not that big of a deal. It hasn't been that bad. And then when the rain comes, it washes it all off, too. Extra more. The Jim, somebody's music lover. I purchased the small water fountain from Walmart. The hummingbirds haven't taken to it yet, but the doves love it. Isn't that cute? This morning, I put my new fountain out that you cannot see yet, and I was shocked. Shocked. I was looking at it that the spice finches came in to use it. I have never seen spice finches on the deck. I love when the other birds use it. And that's good that the dove is using it because that shows the hummingbirds it's safe. So the first ones to come to the new one I put out yesterday, it's something I've been wanting to build for so long. Gary had a doctor's appointment yesterday. The guys came to finish the roof. While they were working on the roof, I put the fountain together in 15 minutes. I had it all done. And the hummingbirds wouldn't go near it. But when they saw the house finches coming in and then the spice finch come in, it's like, okay, it must be safe. And then goldfinches came to it too. I couldn't believe that quick. So it's good that you've got other birds because that is what's going to bring in the hummingbirds. Gen Z, hi. So, and I did some little tweaks to it too so the hummingbirds would know it's safe. Oh, you can see the baby oriole. Now he's having a little bit of a problem getting into the feeder to the right only because that's the Walmart feeder with the smaller holes. Though I made the holes bigger, they really like the other feeders with the bigger holes, but that's too bad. They have feeders out there with the really big holes from First Nature, and then he doesn't have to be there. He can go to the other ones. I tried to put the oriole feeders somewhere else to kind of drive them to another feeder, but you know, I should have asked you if you can hear me because I think I have a mic on. You can't hear me, right? And this way I keep them in the back and keep the hummingbirds in the front. It works a little bit, but as you see, they still come to the front feeder. Kathleen, oh, Weuste. Let's see, what kind of camera do you use? I can't sit out enough to see. The ones that are out there, I've got wise cams. They're okay. And they don't always tell you that there's a bird there. I use Sony cameras to do photographs. I love my Sony cameras. Your regulars would probably answer the camera question. Yeah, some of the regulars here can answer a lot of questions. Some of them know more than me. Gen Z, I think it's her cell phone. The one I'm using right now, Gen Z is right. I am using a cell phone. It is my iPhone 12 is what I'm using out the window. I have two phones I carry. It sounds crazy, but I do. Why? Oh gosh, I almost said. Why? Because I had a phone number. Gary had his own phone for a while in the house, and I guess I could say what it ends with. I got it years ago, and it's got bird in the number. Well, they both had bird. It was a really good one. Somebody said, "How in the world do you have two phone numbers that are almost the same?" And I said, "Because I needed a fax number, and I called up and I chit-chatted with the lady at the phone company, and I said, by the way, do you still have?" I gave her the numbers, and she said, "Why do you need that?" "Oh, I have such a hard time remembering, and I've got kids, and I think it'd be good if both phones were almost the same." She said, "I'm not supposed to do that. Let me look." Yes, I have another number with that. I took it. So now I have two phone numbers with the same bird in it. And that's how I ended up with the phone number. So if I give it up, I'll never get it back. So it worked out good, though. I have two different phones on each one. Let's see. GM, I think she uses a white Wise Cam with USB power bank. Yes, but that one is actually plugged in. There's none out there with power banks. They will work on a power bank, and I have a 20,000, the Wise Cam. But I will say they draw a whole lot, so they're usually good for one day, 24 hours, which is okay. I did buy the Wise Cam. I'm going to warn you on this. I don't care what they say. I did buy the Wise Cam with the built-in battery, and for me personally, it never held a charge. That thing was constantly drawing, and it would be empty the next day, and I had to keep taking it off and recharging it. It was a real pain. I tried to contact them once. Nobody contacted me back, so I would never buy one of those again. Let's see. How is the yellow house on the hill coming? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. They were working on it yesterday. I don't believe the stories I've been told. I've been told there's a family moving in with kids and all this. I'm thinking, when? The kids, by the time they move in, their kids are going to have kids. They may have great grandkids by then. I don't know. I have a feeling they're going to sell it. but they're building a mansion. Looks like a resort. And I don't care. I don't bother with them. Whatever they do, as long as they don't bother my birds and they don't care. We had a deer yesterday. I don't want them to take, I'm hoping they don't take any of the trees down on their side, but then I'll just plant more on my side. So, so far, so good. Elizabeth. Hi, Robbie. It's Elizabeth from Northeast Ohio. You do know I'm way down on the chats. I've had cataract surgery on both eyes. I still need glasses outside. My surgery was over 2 years ago. You know, it drives me crazy because I knew 30 years ago I had a cataract, over 30, before I met Gary, over 30 years ago. And then over the years, it got worse and worse. And I had a friend that worked over at Caltech, and he said, why aren't you going? I'd go over there and work with a microscope with him. I couldn't see it out of the microscope. Why aren't you going for cataract surgery? I said, well, I'm too young and I can see. And plus, I was nervous, you know, I could still see. So I waited to the point where it was so dark that I didn't know how dark it was until the day I had the surgery. I have to get used to it. I don't know, Elizabeth, if you've got any glare. Sometimes I look and like at night, if there's a floodlight or something, I get a glare. And I did ask about it, and they said, I asked if it'll go away, and they told me, no, you have to get used to it. But I do have to use reading glasses now, which I did not have to use before. You know, just glasses from the dollar store, usually 150s. But I do have to start getting in the habit of wearing sunglasses outside because it's too bright, and I think it gets me like tired. See, Gen Z, nice view, looks a little hazy. But yep, it is hazy and smoky. Debbie Hediger, my husband and I both had cataract surgery, and yeah, everything is way brighter now, so I have to wear sunglasses. And then my regular glasses get dark as well. Oh, that's a good idea. You know what's funny? Everybody was so sweet and nice. Look at my purple truck bed I painted. Isn't that beautiful? And then I come home after the cataract surgery and thought, oh my gosh, that's not purple. See, I was looking at yellow glasses, brown glasses. That was my eyes. And I stepped back and think, that's not purple. It's like this blue with a purple tinge. It's fine. But the thing was, when I had the cataracts that bad, I let both eyes go that bad, it really did look purple. And then I'd be watching these garden shows, and they'd be saying, oh, look at our blue flowers. And I told Gary, are those flowers blue? They look purple to me. And he just agreed. Oh yeah, they're whatever. They're purple. No, they weren't. I saw purple. See, I followed your instructions on nectar, bought hummingbird fountain, pet fountains, but no hummingbirds. We just talked about that. That's BG shot glass 61. They need to get used to the fountain. They have to know it's safe. And keep in mind, if you've got birds there, they're I guarantee you, they have to bathe all day. They're taking a bath somewhere. I don't know where. You don't know where. But if you can get other birds to start using your fountain, like house finches and stuff, then they'll see it safe. I think I'm way, way too far. Let me speed up if I can. Some of you are saying hello to each other. Okay, so BG Shot Glass 61 is from Maryland. You have no Orioles. Maybe they left? Is that what you're saying? We didn't have the bullocks come back. Usually they come back and they hang around for a while. I haven't seen them since the beginning of spring. So they moved on already. Good. Elizabeth's talking to GM70. I love that. If you guys could do that, I could turn the camera on more often. See, Elizabeth can't hardly dance anymore. And when I hear that music, I sure want to. You know, Christmas time, I stand in the kitchen. I think I do it to irritate Jack, my little old dog. Where is he? Oh, Zoe, where's Jack? Uh-oh, I'm going to leave him in the garage. And when the Christmas music starts, he knows I start dancing in the kitchen, and he comes in screaming. And he's blind. He can see something because he still walks around things. Hold on, guys. I got to go see if I left Jack in the garage because he went out there. Where's Jack? You wouldn't care. You'd say, good, leave him out there. Let me go see if Jack's in the garage. Poor little guy. Jack? Come here, Jack. Come here. Come here. Did we leave you outside? You're just too quiet. You're such a little gentleman. Such an old little guy. What are you, like 14, 15? Okay. Are you coming back in? Okay, Zoe went out. All right, let me sit you back in your dog bed. So anyway, speaking of dancing, if I shake around the kitchen, he comes in and barks and barks and barks. There's your new bed. Bed number 3. Now they don't have to fight over beds in different places. All right, let's see what else. Did I tell you an hour ago that I was getting off in 5 minutes? I didn't know to keep the fountains away from the feeders. How far would you keep them? I have, when I say don't put them on top of it, 5 feet, 4 feet. Remember what they want to do, Linda Nelson, is they want to take a bath, and sometimes they get really wet, and they need to be able to get into something to dry off. They prune their feathers after they take a bath, and for hummingbirds are quick. It could take just under a minute to prune their feathers. So they need to be able to dive into something. So here, for instance, to the right, we've got that fountain with the hat. I don't have any other fountains here. I had one yesterday. I moved it. They'll dive into the orange tree or into the avocado tree or the hibiscus, and then they can dry off. And they dry real quick because they have a gland on the back of their rump, and they can take oil from there, and that's how they clean their feathers. And they keep them kind of, you wouldn't see the oil, but it will make water, so if it rains, run off. So they do all that, but they need a place that they can get their momentum back to fly strong. They can fly, don't worry about that, but they need to still dry off a little bit. So think about when you're placing it, if you place it in a big open area where there's no trees or plants or bushes, they may not use it, because they know that if they had to dry off, they have no place to dive into, prune real quick, and then take off. So keep that in mind. Think about that. Okay, Valerie Kreider, hers are all gone. Barbara C's waving. I saw you before. Barbara C is a wrench. Oh, so Connie Davidson's here too. Well, Barbara, you know about finches. You have finches. And you know how they are, and you probably are writing something, and I'm way in the beginning right now, too early on. Can you point out your wise cam? If you look to the left, you'll see that little white camera sitting on that bar. That's the wise cam. And it's just a cheap old wise cam. I don't get the fancy ones. Seems like the fancier they get, the less they work for me. And that's the wise cam. Is the picture as good quality as my phone right now or my camera? No, it's not. But it does a job for me to, this is not the wise cam. You wouldn't even be able to see that good. It shows me if the feeders are running low, how many are low, and what's going on. Oh, Barbara is cleaning a chicken coop while she listens. You know what Gary's doing? He's patching a hole that a rat or a mouse dug. I don't want to get into it. So he's patching some hole. Let's see. Jane Knight. Hi, Robbie. Colleen Geisey. I know I'm going to get this wrong, and I probably ask you all the time. From Wisconsin, Zone 5. None spotted for 2 days at my feeders, but it will keep the nectar fresh for a few weeks. Yeah, they're probably on the move. I mean, like I said, look how many have come in. Look, they're using the pizza tray right now. Okay. Connie Davidson, say hello to me and everybody. Oh, good. I finally made it to the bottom almost. And me. Let's see. Hi, all. And if I missed anybody, believe you me, I don't. If there would be nobody I would not answer. Let's see. I love you all. Thank you. Giselle, Gisele. Hello. Oh, from Brazil. Hello. Nelson Mitchell the third. Let's see. Hi, Robbie from Modesto. Wow. Let's see. Oh, Jen, you can hear me. Yes, we can hear you. I hope you can hear the birds too. Mary M. Matias. Hello. Lovely. I also feed them and they come in the house. Also so beautiful. See, I like hummingbirds. So cute. Yeah, in the winter, I'm going to try to, again, I'll try to come on live where in the kitchen I have the 2 big windows. And I open that up and they fly through. They cannot get into the rest of the house. You don't want them in the house. What goes in, the nectar, comes out the same way pretty much. But I let them come in when it's pouring, and I'll have feeders and they want to come in, but they're not in the house. I don't touch them. They fly through, they drink, and then they go on their way. I know they will come into the house. Mom Puff, dear Robbie. Oh, Mom Puff, hello. Let's see. I always see you with the questions and answers and beautiful comments. Let's see. What an awesome surprise. I just love you. Be blessed. I wasn't going to go live. I told Gary, what did I told him I was working in the garden. What did I do? I planted this. Let's see. Yesterday I did the sweet peas, that sweet pea bush. And this morning I had a cup, I think I showed it, of all those red roselle. And I looked at it and thought, if I don't get them planted, they're all going to die. So I just planted the whole thing in one pot. And since it's a short-lived plant, they're going to get really big, throw their flowers, you can make tea out of the flowers and everything. And they're planted, they're done. So I did that this morning as Gary was making his tortillas. Let's see. Marianne, this is Marianne Matthews. Let's see. I'm happy to see your videos. I'm this is nice when it's live, but yesterday I did that one and I looked, I thought, I cannot put this up. I'll lose half my subscribers. They'll go, oh my gosh, she's gonna bore us to death. I used to do that. When I started, that was what I did. I just turn on the camera, walk around, or just turn it on while I'd be working out in the garden. And I don't know. I get self-conscious that I'm going to bore somebody, and that's the last thing I want to do. Not that I have stories. Oh, I could tell stories. Boy, could I tell you stories. You want to sit down and do storytelling one day? I could do that. Then I'll really lose everybody. Let's see, Elizabeth, reading glasses too. Okay, so yeah, you know what was weird is I was using reading glasses 5 years ago, 6 years ago, like 100, 150. And then as the cataracts got really bad, I didn't need any reading glasses. And that's why I talked to my doctor. How come I don't need reading glasses and I can read everything? Gary would hand me something. I cannot read this. I could read the tiniest writing. And she said, I don't know, but it must be the way the cataracts are in your eyes. They made it where you could read. I said, well, what's going to happen after cataract surgery? She said, the odds are I won't be able to see like that and that you will need reading glasses. So I did go for my last checkup and they said everything was fine. Um, he did say I will need reading glasses. They had a prescription for me. And I said, well, this is what I figured out. Let me see if I got this right. 150 to 200 to read on a book or a newspaper or something, and about 150, 100 to 150 for the computer. I could have that backwards, but whatever I told him, he goes, you got it. That's exactly what you've got. So he said, you want a prescription to make glasses? I said, no, I'm doing fine from the ones from the dollar stores. So he said, perfect. So that's what I'm wearing now. Sometimes even if I want to see even a little more clear, I might go to 200, but I really want my eyes to get used to not using it that strong. I don't know. Let's see. Martiz, that's Jack barking. Yarn and Crafts, aloha, from Hawaii. Janet Miller, I love watching you. Oh, hopefully you love watching the birds, not me. Thank you. Sue Gallatly, hello from Massachusetts. I believe mine have left. That's what I'm wondering. Is it worth it for me to still be doing fountains? Because mine will be here. I mean, like videos? Is anybody going to watch videos on fountains? Oh, GM, let's see. I get flybys from the hummingbirds. Anyone else? Let's see. It's always nice. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. ANINTEDON. She's clapping or waving. She's waving. Hello. Let's see. Oh, I did miss a couple. Valerie Kreider, I think I did say hello to you. See, now it's calmed down. Look at that. I can go now back into the garden. There's only what? 1, 2 that I can see on the camera. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's really, really pretty. So they're probably now out in the garden flying around, which is what they're supposed to do. Janet Miller, I love watching you. See Sue Gallatly message. I believe mine have left. I did read that. Julie R. You do another dance video. Oh gosh, Jack's screaming. Wait till Christmas. The Christmas movies. I love the Christmas movies. Hi from Arkansas. Let's see. DT. I don't know if you watch Christmas movies. I watch both. I watch Hallmark and the Great American Family Channel. And they changed their name at Christmas time, the Great American Christmas Channel, whatever they changed it to. I know that it calms me down. I went to the doctor. Oh, this is 8 months ago, 9 months ago. I don't remember. And my blood pressure fell until I got parked, till I got in there. And she said, "Your blood pressure's a little high." I said, "I know, but I said, I just, until I got in, I was nervous, I was late." She said, "Well, do you want to wait, calm down?" I said, "I'll tell you, I know what calms me down, Hallmark movies." "Oh," she said, "put on a Hallmark movie." So I put it on my phone, and she said, "We have time." So I went ahead and I watched part of a movie. She took my blood pressure, and it was really low. "Wow," she said, "I'm going to have to put in a prescription to make sure you watch Hallmark movies because it's not stressful." I got stuck watching for a while the old black and whites, and it's like I had Gary watch one the other day, and they're really really not nice movies. The old movies, really the endings are never really that happy, and they're stressful. So I'm kind of hooked on Hallmark. Oh, Elizabeth's watching Hallmark now. I think they have a new movie tonight, don't they? They probably do. Let's see. GM. Let's see. 70s music lover. It'd be great. We'd be able to do a live stream on your porch for your subscribers. It would be great if you were able to do a live stream of your porch for your subscribers. It would be so peaceful. Oh, you mean, yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can do that. Maybe I will. Here's the thing, I wouldn't mind to do a live stream. I've done it off and on in the past where I turn on the camera and leave it. And then I get, "Where are you? Why aren't you answering? Oh, you're rude." It's just little things like that. And then I feel bad. I don't want to be rude. I just wanted other people. Red base. So another moderator. Hello. So if I knew you wouldn't get upset, I guess I would have to start it. "I'm not going to be here. I am leaving. You're watching the birds," and make it real clear because I do need to get stuff done. See, hi, Robbie. Finally caught you live. I wasn't even planning on doing this. Gosh, the air is just wonderful. As we get the notification this morning that our air quality is really bad and will continue to be bad for the next couple days. Elizabeth, dollar store for reading glasses. I have them everywhere. I need to get a couple more. I have a good habit lately of putting something down and then not knowing where I put it. And then, like my shovels. This is not a joke. I must have 50 shovels out there, and I know where 2 of them are. So I need to get more glasses. I just was kind of waiting to see what my eyes would settle into. And I think they've settled into about 150 to 200, depending on what I'm doing. Oh, you're back.
Yep.
Did you get your whole pad?
I extended the pipe.
Oh, my sink?
Yeah.
But I thought, did you buy the part from me yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
I haven't tested it yet because I still have that hole open in the back.
Okay, so my sink, my new sink, is now 50 feet long.
Yeah, 50 feet
I don't
long.
need it.
So you cut it to length.
With the hacksaw?
Yeah, with the axle.
We bought 4 of those pipes that we don't need.
Well, you'll still want one for here, probably.
I'm wondering if I should take, and you just pop it on and off? Sorry, but I'm talking to Gary right now.
Well, with a hose clamp.
Oh, it's got a clamp?
Yep.
Can't you make something easy that just pops on? Like, you can't get something that's like a tight fitting hose that you just push it in and out?
You want to spend $50 on something? I'm
$50
sure
for a piece of
I
plastic?
don't know.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to go out
No,
there.
the hose clamp's easy enough to get on and off. You've got a screwdriver in your drawer. You just pop it on and off.
They don't make something that, like a sleeve that you could just pop it in and off?
Well, it's got a threaded end connected to the sink.
I'll look at it later because I'm thinking most of the time I want that hose to be, it's 24 feet and I want it to feed the tree colors I'm going to plant. So I'm thinking I only need half of the 24-foot hose.
Take a look at it, figure it out when you're over there.
Okay, I'm now everybody's sitting here bored listening to us have a regular conversation as well as watching what? Oh, a few more came in, a few birds. Gosh, my voice is dry. Is yours dry from the smoke?
Yes.
So it is that because it's just so dry. Look at the air. It's not red, so it must be just the way the smoke is blowing. You know, they got one last night. I can't remember which one. Oh, I know why it's called airport fire. There's a little airport there. So they had names for that. And the other one, Bridge, there's a street there. So when you ask me how they name them, that's where the guy, I guess, lit it. So it's bridge.
Okay. Yeah, the airport fire. There's going to be another fire near an airport, and another fire near a bridge.
Yeah, I know that, but the bridge was actually the name of the street. I was watching something last night. Right now, the when I was watching last night, they're letting them burn back, which they always do. When I lived in Sunland, they let it burn back into Angeles Forest. Unfortunately, they lose some cabins and stuff, but they only care about the big homes. So they're burning them back. They can't stop them. It's too big. When you look at it on a map, it's unreal how much got burned. Okay, so now my hose is fixed. I have to get used to using that sink. I used it yesterday for the first time. Mm. Yeah, have to get some more water. I planted all my red roselle. You didn't want any red roselle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because I planted the whole thing in one pot. Grateful Christian. Hi, Robbie and Gary. Red face. It looks lovely there. I hope the smoke isn't too bad now. No, it's just more of an. It's kind of more irritating than anything else. It's um, it's just there, and you know it. And even I don't want to say her name. Alex makes the announcement this morning that your air quality is going to be really bad. At least we're not rocking and rolling too much. We had that earthquake the other day. We had two or three 3.5s, I think, and then but that's in Malibu. We're not near Malibu. My parents will be closer. My brother and sister live in San Fernando Valley that way, and they'll feel it much harder. We didn't feel it that hard, but Zoe felt it. Yeah, Zoe's like, that's because of the earthquake that hit a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. It started really shaking the one that Gary was working under the house and he never felt. I screamed earthquake, grabbed Zoe, and we went running out the door. I have a hard hat too. I forgot the hard hat. Now she thinks when the house shakes, it's like, okay, grab me, let's go, rubber. So funny. So I had to tell her it was okay. Linda, garden lady, me too. Leave things everywhere. I can't find it. Yeah. I lose, you can't imagine how many times I lose my phone. Thank goodness I can call that. Shovels is terrible in the garden. I don't care if the handles are painted red. I still manage to get them in places I can't see them or forget where I put them. The glasses, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm trying to keep a few in a designated area. So no matter what, I don't move it. So there's one near my desk. There's one near the couch where I sit. There was one at the bird garden that disappeared, but then Gary found that one. So I'm working on that. Let's see, Gen Z, 95 in the chat, 102 thumbs up. 95 in the chat. Les J, if you're going to talk, Gary, I'll have to sit next to you because I have the mic.
No.
You're not talking. He's getting a drink of water. Les J, I'm in Michigan, Southeast Michigan. My Orioles left this week. I'm still putting out grape jelly. Purple finches are still coming to it. Yeah, I worry about grape jellies because hummingbirds have gotten into that, but if you don't have hummingbirds, then it won't matter. So that would be the thing. Let's see, it looks lovely. It smells too bad. That's it. So should I leave you guys now? It's so pretty outside. Look, the sun has come out. I was hoping somebody would go take a bath. I had them this morning taking a bath. It is so cute. Two of them. Well, one was taking a bath, and the second one was trying to get in. I guess they're not going to bathe right now. I'm looking at the video myself. It's so pretty. I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do out there. I think I'm going to get rid of the window box to the left, or at least lower it. I'm also thinking of getting one of those wire rack stands that I've got in my dog kennel that I'm starting to set up. I'm going to love my dog kennel. I'm going to keep squirrels, rats, mice, everything out of that dog kennel. I'm going to be able to grow anything I want, and nothing's going in there. Not even birds. I'm going to be able to get my lettuce and different things growing. It's getting a little windy. A little windy is okay. Too windy is scary right now. But the fires, like I said, are not near us. I'm trying to see if any other feeders need to be full. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 feeders in the back. I'd like to get a fifth. If I move the fountain, I can put a fifth. I don't want to move the fountain. Those shade covers work out really good. So anybody coming in new, this is a porch off my kitchen window. This is what I see when I'm washing dishes, cooking. This is what I see. And the birds really like the corner. I don't know if they feel really secure in here, though. Like I said the other day, I did move them onto the deck by putting 2 clothes racks there with their hummingbird feeders, and they used it because there is already some feeders there. I'm gonna go check those too. And they moved reluctantly. They did move. That little parrot that you see on to the right, that parrot head, I think it's actually called parrot head. I had it sitting in the cupboard and I made a bird feeder out of it. I literally just put that out when I started this. I just put it together. I made a new dot in a different way, and there's a dot in there, and so I don't know. So they don't even know what that one is yet. They know their hummingbird feeders. They know the Walmart feeders. On a clear day to the left, you can see the city. Right now, you can't see anything but smoke. Let's see. It's 79 here in West Virginia. Where's my other phone? I could check the temperature. Do you know the temperature, Gary, here?
Not offhand, no.
Okay. Grace in the garden. Hi, everyone. This is just a peaceful looking out. See, I could sit here and stare at this. But I gotta get some stuff done. I want to get some plants done. I want to clean up my kitchen. My granddaughter had an idea. Hire a housekeeper. Yeah, if I hire a housekeeper, then I won't have to use my kitchen because I won't have money to buy food. So I told her that doesn't work. She said, but all my friends have housekeepers. I said, well, that's good, but I can't afford to pay a housekeeper. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was her answer. Hire a housekeeper. I mean, I grew up in LA and my neighbor had a housekeeper. I remember that. A couple of them did, actually. We did not. We never did. We couldn't afford it. Nor would my mother even think about having a housekeeper. I've never had a house. I actually did have a housekeeper. My neighbor in Sunland, when I lived there, she said she's a housekeeper. And I said, well, what do you charge? She said, I'll come clean your house. So I said, well, how much is that going to cost? She said, $5. $5. And that was still a lot. And this was back in like 76, 78. So I said to her, and I know she was trying to get money together. She was going to have a baby and all that. So I said, okay. So she cleaned the house. It took a few hours. I don't know what she dusted and cleaned. I gave her the $5. I couldn't find anything. And on top of that, it didn't look any different than when she came in. So I thanked her. I said, this was really nice. And I thanked her, but I can't afford it, which I couldn't afford. Back then, my rent back then was my mortgage was $150 a month. That's how much my mortgage was. So $5 is a big chunk. But that was the one and only time I had somebody come in and do something. And she was really nice. I like her. She lived next door. So that was the last of having a housekeeper. There's somebody else, I won't name names, but they have hummingbirds also. And I asked her once, she's got videos and live streams and different things. How in the world, you travel, you do everything, how in the world do you keep up with all those hummingbird feeders every day? She says, honey, she says, not me. I have a housekeeper that's all that for me. And I thought, oh, wow. So maybe I do need a housekeeper. No, this is fine. This is what we do. Oh, member. See, Tammy Price is a member. Hey, from Mississippi. Hey, Robbie, I can't believe I caught you live. I can't believe I'm live. I want to get stuff done. I did work, like I said, I got up this morning. I worked in the garden. Gary made breakfast. Tortillas, very simple, and we had that. And then Gary went to work on stuff in my garden, and then I started scrubbing hummingbird feeders and things. And then I thought, there were so many birds and it was so pretty. I thought I'll just put the camera on. So that's what's going on now. I'm going to guess it's about 80. I should go find my other phone and see what it says. Maybe I can look here. Hold on. Let's see if I can get the temperature here. Oh, know if this one will tell me.
76.
It's 76?
Yep.
Okay, Gary.
Today's high will be 80.
So the high will be 80 today. That's hard to believe. You are right. High will be 80 and the low will be 63. Boy, is that a drastic change. I'm looking to see next week. Not this Monday. Next Monday we're starting to creep up again. Of course, that's too far. Okay, so we have a beautiful day today. I can get a lot done. XXTIFANII. Hi, everybody. Elizabeth, I have a good friend whom I pay. She helps me once a week for the harder jobs. I'm disabled, but I try very hard not to be. No, that's great. If I could have somebody, I wish. I don't even know where to start. You know, that's the problem. Somebody that would come in and help. I've never known how to hire people. I mean, I can hire, like, I've got a good contractor now. I know, you know, and he does stuff, and I finally found him, and I found him last year, and I've passed him on to my neighbors, and I can get some other things done because I know Gary can't do everything. Neither do I want him to do everything, so I just call and get it done. But I would like to, like, nobody wants to come in and work in the garden a little bit, pull yellow and green leaves off, or even clean the floor. I mean, it's just, when I first moved in here, I was on my hands and knees once a week scrubbing the floor. I'd mop it every day and scrub the floor. When I had cataracts, it was really nice because the floor looked fine to me. I came home and it was like, oh my gosh. So I couldn't see it. So yeah, it's good. It's good if you can. I think it's good. I think it's good that you've got somebody that helps. We all should have somebody that helps. It helps them too. It brings in a little bit that helps them. So I have to figure it out. And then I live in an area where you really don't have a lot of neighbors. So you're not going to have, I mean, we do have neighbors, but they're far apart. And, you know, who are you going to ask that does what? And then I really don't talk to a whole lot of people. So it's hard to find somebody. One day we will. We'll have to. Oh, red base, I'll come up. But it's a long walk. Oh, gosh. Colleen. How do you say her last name, Gary? You're good at that. Geesey? Geesey? Let's see. I had 4 hummingbird lunch plants in a pot.
No, I had it once before.
Geesey? Geesey? Have 4 hummingbird plants in pots. First time. The birds fed a lot from them, plus from my red sage. Are there other annual tubular plants I could try next summer in Wisconsin? That, you know, Wisconsin, the best thing to do is go to a reliable little nursery or nursery in your area and ask, did hibiscus plant bushes? Well, they like hibiscus. They like any, I didn't buy any penstemons. They love penstemons. Those look a little bit like salvias. They love those. Some of my penstemons, what? Oh, did you say something?
No,
I thought you said something. My penstemons are starting to grow back. They must like the fall. They like them. Any salvias. They like anything from citrus. The hummingbird's lunch, which is a cupia. Any type of those. There's a couple other plants in the cupia family I've been wanting to get. They had them last year, and I haven't seen them yet at the nursery, though I haven't been running to Home Depot and Lowe's and places that much this year. And they're slightly different, the flower. Anything that's tubular, aloe vera, they feed off of that. Anything, but then you're only going to get flowers once in a while. The spike will come up, they'll have flowers, and then that's it. But they'll throw another spike here and there. Really, they feed from a lot of different flowers. Honeysuckle. If you have anything to say, you can say. I saw them this morning feeding off all my zinnias, so they're getting something. They'll feed off of geraniums, but there's not a lot of food in there. But that doesn't mean they won't get insects or other things off of them. Jackie said she's in Orlando. It's 3:30. It's 86, and it feels like 96. I know you're real humid. We're not so bad today, humidity, are we, Gary?
No, humidity's not too bad.
No, it's not bad today, but boy,
That's
the
why
other
our
day.
throats are dry.
Oh, that's why we're dry?
The smoke and the dryness.
But look around and see what flowers will grow in your area. I like flowers like for here that are going to last all year. So we have hibiscus going all year. The hummingbird's lunch never stopped flowering. I've got a firecracker plant. I got that one for free. I got that one 2 years ago, I think. At Home Depot, there was a piece on the floor. I took it home and I rooted it. Now I've got it on the deck. They'll feed off of that. Kind of a bush with these long, stringy leaves. I try to find plants that are more of a bush that won't die back. That's not to say the penstemons, they die back. Salvias have to be cut back. They feed off of mint a little bit because it gets a little bushy flower on the end of mint. They try everything. They're on my moringa all day looking to feed. Anything that's got a flower, they feed around bottle brush because there's a lot of probably pollen on that. Again, they could be picking off little insects that are on there too. But the salvias are really good. I think I want to go to a nursery. You want to go to a nursery today or tomorrow? Is there anything you need? No, you don't want to plant anything. That's right. Because I'm not planting until I finish all my chores. I could go myself. So quiet. Why is it so quiet? Gary?
What?
It's so quiet.
Yeah, it just got quiet.
No, I mean it's like really quiet.
That was a little noisier before. I could hear
But that's not even any planes. Airplane in the distance. Okay, I hear a jet now. Just got really quiet. Trial and error one day. I must have missed something. I hear one of my spinners on the deck. The only spinners I can put out kind of metal ones at the dollar store. Otherwise, my wooden ones will bust apart now. It's breezy. It's really nice today. Hallmark movie. There's a Hallmark movie. We should talk about Hallmark movies. Anybody watch Hallmark movies where we could sit and chit chat about them? I like the one from. Oh my gosh, what's her name? Fish? You know, you know every. Renault starts with an R.
Rihanna.
Rihanna Fish. She's in the movie. Is that It's a Norwegian movie. I can't think of the name of it.
Yes, Norwegian.
That is such a beautiful movie, and it took me time to really like that movie. The first time I watched it was like, eh. I've watched it like probably 10 times. That's such a beautiful movie. That's a Hallmark movie. Oh, Lacey Chabert, I do too. She's so cute. She's always cute. And every movie, she's either dumped by her boyfriend. It always starts out with she's dumped. Are you dumping me? Oh, are we? Well, she doesn't say that. Are we breaking? Are you breaking up with me? I do love all her movies. Elizabeth loves Hallmark. Have you seen the Norwegian movie? Oh my goodness, I watched that the other night. I don't go to sleep watching that movie. Gary needs silence, I need noise. And I can't turn that movie on because even if I turn it on, I want to watch the whole movie. There's movies I can turn on that I know will put me to sleep. Claudia's coneflowers. Hello, Claudia. Thank you. Take care. But this movie I end up turning on and then I want to watch it. It's just the writing on the movie was excellent. Just so well written. There's some movies that I would love to just take and rewrite, but that one is just written so well. Let's see, Veronica Medina. Let's see, can you plant a hibiscus bush in a pot? I'm limited on space. Oh yeah, I mean, think about it. You go to Home Depot or Lowe's, and I picked up some of those beautiful red hibiscus. And they're in a tiny pot. And all I did is switch them over to a pot that's a little bigger. Yes, you can grow them in a pot. And they're really nice. And you can do cuttings off of them too. A little more of a challenge on doing them over Hummingbird's lunch. Hummingbird's lunch is so easy to root, but you can do cuttings off of that too. So if you break a branch, you make sure you get it in a pot with soil. Let's see, red base. I can see the haze over the hills. Yeah, you can see it in the corner there. It is hazy. It's a mix of, I think it's actually, I think the burn off, the natural humid burn off over the oceans burned off already. I think this is just kind of smoke. um, Nobody loves Lacey Chabert. Let's see. La Palmer, thank you. I have foxgloves, but I've heard it's poisonous. Is that right? Yes. I was going to buy some beautiful foxglove plants when I was at the nursery. I was put it in my basket. I went around. What do you showing?
Foxgloves produce.
They produce a lot of nectar. Is that what you're showing me?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's what she's asking. That I do know. I can give you this back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But they are toxic.
Yes. I was going to get them. They're so beautiful. Here is the problem. I don't know what Zoe's going to eat. If she's not supposed to eat it, she's got this thing and she's going to eat it. So, because it is so toxic that if they even eat a little bit of dog, it can end their life. So I decided I can get other plants instead of that. If you don't have any dogs, it's not really toxic to you. You're not eating it. But if you got dogs and you got a dog that likes to pick things up and chew on it, then don't plant them. Zoe got sick in the beginning. She was kind of acting weird and I was going to take her to the vet. I found out she was eating purslane off the deck. So I had to get rid of all the, she'd just go out there. I started watching her. She'd be eating purslane. Purslane is high in, how do you call that, Gary? It's the calcium oxalates. It's very high in oxalates, so it just made her kind of dumpy. I thought I was gonna have to take her to the vet, but she got through it right away. That was when I first got her. Got rid of all the purslane now. Well, can't say that. You can't get rid of it. It keeps growing, but I'm making sure there's nothing where she can reach it. She also seems like she's not even looking for it anymore, but they are toxic, so keep that in mind. Oh, Carlos and Alexa Pena Vega. Is that I'm really bad with names. I know they're a very sweet couple. They're married. They got kids too, I think. They've done quite a few movies together. Sweetest couple ever. I believe the sap can give you a rash. You know, red base, I think you're right. I believe you are right. I believe I looked that up while I was at the nursery, and it said for some people, like I brought home these fire stick plants. Oh my gosh, I can't think of what they call the green ones. Pencil bush? And I brought home pencil bush, and then I got a fire stick from somebody. It's the same plant. One is red and orange, and one is green. Gary is afraid of it. He won't touch it. I have propagated it. And a friend of mine, we went to look at something, and the lady gave us, this was, oh God, 40 years ago, 38 years ago, gave me a piece. There's somebody I had to go see about something, and a friend went with me, and she gave me two pieces. The plant was really nice in her yard, and she hands me two pieces. Here, she gave it to him to hold because I was driving, and she said, "Here, you can have this. Just stick it in some soil; it will grow." And it was so cute. I said, "Take whatever you want." And he goes, "Well, you drove me here. I went with you, so I'll take the tiny one, and you take the bigger one." And we both grew it. And then Gary said, "You know, it's toxic." And we did have it. I had it on the deck, and I had to get it off because, boy, what dog got into that? Was that Penny or was it Dinky?
I think it was Penny.
Penny. We lost her a few years ago. She was like 15. She got into it and her eye got all swollen, and I realized she was rubbing into it or something. So that is toxic, but it's a really nice plant. And some people and some animals, it doesn't bother at all. So you have to kind of look it up to see if they're toxic. But if you don't have any dogs, you can grow the fox. Oh my gosh, foxglove. They're beautiful. Queen's Anne's. Let's see, Queen's Anne's lace sap can also give some people a sunburn to their skin. Wow, I love Queen's Anne's lace. I don't think we have that. I know there's so many plants you do have to be careful of. There's something growing in my garden that I have to be careful of. This there something growing in the bird garden I have to be careful of or not? For some reason, I thought there was something I was worried with Zoe.
I can't think of anything like that.
The sage that you brought home, it's Mexican sage, not salvia. I think I called it salvia. It's actually Mexican sage, right? I
Yeah,
think that's
Mexican.
okay.
That's okay.
Mint's okay. Lemon verbena is okay. Geraniums are okay. It's not the best for hummingbirds. There's not a lot in there for hummingbirds. There was something I thought I had in my garden and I lifted it. Cannot think of what it is offhand. I don't know. Okay, let me. I can't do anything. I think there was an accident. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's see. Somebody message deleted. Was there something bad there? Message deleted. Here, no. Elizabeth, we sound like we could be sisters. Love your spirit. It is special. I saw that got deleted. I didn't delete it. I think it's okay. I don't even know how to put it back. No, I don't know. Let's see. And report remove channel. Okay, I'm not sure. Elizabeth, I think somebody accidentally hit something. Okay, I unhit it. Sometimes a moderator can accidentally hit something. I know this has happened. I don't see anything wrong here. So, see, Robbie, she never said anything bad. Maybe Barbara. I think that's what it was. Yeah, and that has happened. Believe me, I've timed people out. I had one lady that said, I'm going to unsubscribe. I said, it was an accident. I was reading it and scrolling, and the buttons are so sensitive. Did I fix that, Red Base? I think I fixed it. I timed out somebody. She wrote me this whole thing. You time me out. I'm going to unsubscribe. I'm never watching it. And I said, I told you it was an accident. I was actually just scrolling. And when I tried to unscroll, sometimes you hit the wrong button. It timed you out. And I don't know what happened. Anyway, Elizabeth, you're okay. I'm reading everything you wrote. You love Hallmark. We sound like we could be sisters. LOL. Let's say. So I think we're okay. Yes, you unhit her. Okay, good. So now are you all bored and ready to say goodbye? There's not that many birds out there. I only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 birds. Nothing. Hello from Idaho. Dolly 408. I mean, it's a nice way to kick back. I'm thinking one day of sitting out there and having a cup of tea as it rains on me. Ooh. No. I might. Like I said, they come in waves. And if I go out there sometimes, I'm enjoying this. Yeah, sometimes if I go out there and I fiddle with the feeders, a whole bunch of them will come in. I don't know what they think I've done. I've got to change the peanut butter cup in my sunflower coffee mug back there. I didn't pull it in. It's empty. And in the very back, I'm putting out some seed on the pole. You can't really see that. It's on the left side top corner. You can see the tray. I should change that too, maybe. There's a pole there, and it's holding, seed. I didn't put any bird seed in it this morning. I really don't want to have the birds on the deck, the regular birds, because they load the deck up with sunflower shells, and then they poop all over. Oh, Dolly 408, originally from California, born and raised. I was born and raised in Los Angeles. So, and it worked. wasn't that expensive back then. Yeah, if I get rid of that pole that I put up, why did I put the pole up? I put a pole across the left because I had hummingbird feeders on that. Okay, I'm brainstorming. The wrought iron thing that's almost in the middle, that's kind of got a curly Q on the top. I bought that at a thrift store. Yeah, I can't even find them anymore. I could change that around, get rid of, no, then I gotta get rid of the plants. I can put some extra feeders back there and get rid of the pole. I think I can do that. That pole is nothing. It's an old mop pole or some broom or mop pole. And then I can put in the very back left where the pole is another 1, 2, 3 feeders. And then when it rains, I'm going to be running around with an umbrella. No, no, no. I'll make covers for them like I've got. Those covers work fantastic. I see here they're coming again. And you can't even see the feeder to the right. There's another one to the right in the kitchen window. Nobody went to take a bath. All morning they were taking a bath. So we got 87 people in here watching paint dry. No, it's not. It's watching hummingbirds. I wonder what would happen if I went out there and just checked the feeders. Sometimes I go out there and I just touch the feeders. Let's see. I'll go take a walk. Oh, Gary, I haven't drank any water. I just noticed the water you brought me has ice. Very nice. Okay. Let me see if I got a peanut butter cup. I have a peanut butter cup here. I have a peanut butter cup. No, what's this? No, wait a minute. Oh, this one's broke. All right, so what? Hold on, it's just me in the sink. I got a broken peanut butter cup. Let's see if I can put that together. Gotta make a new one. It's so old, it fell apart. Let's see if they'll find it. I'm not sure B will find it. Oh, they're both in their new bed. We got the new bed in the back room. Look at them. Do you see them, Gary? They're both in the new bed. I'm gonna make pockets on more shirts. Okay, this is old. But it's not level. Okay. Do you have anything I can put in there in the level? See if I can level. And I can trim this. This needs a good trimming. Seed heads. And then I wonder, gee, how did those flowers get over there? I go around collect. Oh, that's the best way to do your flowers if you can. Take your old. Oh, it's chickens down there. I was wondering what's digging around in the leaves. Take your old flower heads, and these are all seed heads. Okay, let's take this one off. And then a lot of times I just take those and, like, some people dry them upside down. I dry them upright. And then later on I just walk through the yard. And millions of, I don't care about these seeds. There's millions of seeds. Probably can't see them. See if you can see them. See if you can see them. Well, we'll have marigolds growing here. You know what? I will throw them over here. You would eat the seeds, I know. Just put them in here. But I collect them and then I just walk around the yard And then Gary said, you know all the you got totes in the driveway growing zinnias. I said, yeah, I probably threw them around. Here's my zinnias. These aren't that pretty. I want to keep the prettiest ones. But once they grow in your area, the seeds will even grow better from there. All right, this is Hummingbird's lunch. Again, just a piece I stuck in here and it's growing. I've got one plant here. Got one plant here. I stuck 3 pieces, I guess, in here, and another one here. I did not buy these plants. And a lot of this has to be changed. All right, so we've got food in here, food here. Yeah, I think I'm actually thinking of maybe I will change this up. Because this I can move, see? Oh. Trim that back. And then I can hang another hummingbird feeder here. And keep this open to sit. Sit here. Wait, it is dry out here. Sit here or something, and I think I will change this around. I can't believe how chickens can be so noisy. Yep, they're digging through the leaves, probably eating stuff they're finding. All right, and then this is just this is a dot, but it's bigger, and I made this differently than I've made any others. They don't even know it's here. Maybe I should just sit it. I wonder what would happen if I just set it there. Leave that like that. They don't know what this is. I found this in the cupboard, and I thought I'll take a red cup and I'll just fit it in there because otherwise it would fall in. And then I can put a dot there. But you know, let them get used to that because they know what this is. They might come down and take a drink out of that. Here. Then they'll figure it out because it's done differently than the other dots. It's bigger and different paint. All right. Let's see. Sometimes just by me going out there brings in more birds. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to go get some stuff done in a few minutes. You cannot sit and bore everybody all day. They want a live cam. See, Red Bay says she's enjoying this. Okay, I read all that. See, Barbara Samar, hello. I live in East Tennessee, I believe. They are going. Oh, I believe they are going south for the winter. I think they are. I think they are starting to move. See how quickly see how they've all come in? I don't know what this is, but I'll go out there and I'll think, oh, I can clean a little bit. I can do some other stuff. I can move some plants. There's nobody here. As soon as I go out there, they're all over me. I don't know what this is. Oh, where did they put? Oh, there's the dot. It just drives them in. They think I've put out something special or something new. They're just so funny. They're absolutely so funny. I remember I was doing a video and I wanted a picture of them with a Cabbage Patch doll. I don't even remember what the video was about. But I went out there, I stood for a while, I put my Cabbage Patch doll out there with a feeder. I think the doll was holding a dot or something, I can't remember. And I got that shot within minutes. All I had to do was walk in the house and that's what I had. Look at this. Is that not something? I have no idea why they do that, but when I still go out there to do something, they all come and check it out. Oh, she put food out. Well, the food's been there. I didn't do anything. I put a dot out. So we went from 6 birds to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about 30 something, 40 birds. Did you see that, Gary? I don't know why, but when I walk out there, it happens when you go out there or no? They all just come in. Like, whoa, she put something new out. Isn't that cool? I know, it was so cool. Like the guys were working on the roof yesterday and there was no hummingbird. And I said, oh, there's thousands usually come in here. I went out there to talk to him. And as we're standing there, they start coming in and wave. He goes, where are they all coming from? They're coming in. I said, yeah, but I'm out here now. And they think I'm putting something special out. He couldn't believe it that we were surrounded in hummingbirds. Let's see, GKEHRLICH from Corpus Christi, Texas. Love the channel. Thank you. Oh, Tammy Price, you're going to take us shopping with you thrift store. I love watching. Yeah, I think now I'm actually realistically it's 1 o'clock. I think I'm not today. Um, but I will. I will real soon. There's a couple things I want to go look for. Yeah, maybe I will. He doesn't want to go. He wants to get stuff done. So maybe another day. I'll probably go myself. Elizabeth, you're okay, Robbie. I faded out to make my brother and I a snack. Oh, cold pizza. Sounds good. I'm just drinking water. Gary brought me water. Go outside and you start coughing. Then, in fact, we just got the warning again from Alexa. Just sent the warm. I don't want her to start talking. Warning out again. It just depends on how the wind blows. Um, yeah, Jackie Relish. You're always a treat. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I got to clean up some ponds out there and redo them. And I'm thinking, do I really want to do that live? I'll probably mess up the whole pond anyways. I got two I got to take apart. If I am going to have a birthday party here next week, I'm not sure. I think they are. I want to get two ponds. They need to be fixed, and not ponds, but fountains fixed. Okay, so you're leaving. You're not coming back. I'll probably be off by the time you get back. Gary's working on something, so he's taking off. Robbie, will my totes withstand the winter in Ohio? I don't see why not. Just make sure you don't let them dry out. That's the biggest reason we lose them. I've got some that are like 7 and 8 years old. There's soil in it, and even in the winter, I keep it wet. I don't know what you'll have. If they get under snow, uh, and they stay with snow in them, I'm going to think that, let me know. I would think they'd be okay. It's what really kills them is being empty, and I've done this. There'll be 2 inches of soil in it, and I'll put it aside. I let it sit out in the sun, and within a year, it starts to crack, especially on the top. Sometimes I can just cut the top off. That's my fault because it really needs some sort of dampness, kind of like our skin. It needs something, and it stays too dry. So it should be fine. I don't see why not. Let's see. Maybe next year it will bloom for the hummers. Let's see. That's Claudia cornflowers. Yeah, but Claudia, I bought a flowering maple, also known as Indian mellow or Abiti. Oh, Gary's much better at names. Apelon? See, this spring it has flowers that the hummingbirds like. I can get 15 feet tall. Not a small bush. Mine is still small. Well, maybe it will have flowers next spring. That'll be cool. You know what I'm going to do? I shouldn't talk about it. I'm just going to make a video. Oops, I checked it. Okay, so you got the spelling different. ABU Abelt? Abaton? Doesn't matter. Either way, I can't pronounce. So um, I'm going to start, I think, collecting my growing avocado trees. This is stupid. It really is stupid. But we've been eating, this year we did get quite a few avocados, not as much as we used to get. Literally, I used to get shopping bags full, but a lot of the old trees have died back. But they grow in the compost. It doesn't matter if they get buried to the bottom; they'll come all the way up. And I'm starting to think I think I'm gonna pull them out and stick them in these flower pots I've got, and use them to create microclimates, not to grow avocados because it would take too long. Though I could try to practice grafting, something I think I'd like to learn. But if I use them as a microclimate, in other words, let the tree, I don't even care if the one avocado grows 4 or 5 stems. Sometimes they do that. You'll get one and a bunch of stems will come out. It could be it broke. And if it broke underground or broke as it was coming up, they send a bunch of shoots up instead of one. And if I let them get about 2, 3 foot tall in the bird garden in a pot, we know they'll grow in a pot. I could put other plants under them or around them that like the sun, but they want a little bit of shade. So I'm thinking of creating a microclimate with them. Is it going to work? I don't know. I haven't done it yet. But I do know that they will grow in containers. I've got one in the driveway. I haven't even looked at it. Gary's been watering the driveway for me, and I've been working in the bird garden. I mean, I've seen it. He said some of the leaves got fried on it from the heat we had. But it's growing in a tote that's only half full of soil, and it can't get its roots out. So we know that they'll grow in a big flower pot. So I think I'm going to do that. Avocado trees, see red base, have such pretty leaves. They do. They do. I used to have 32 avocado trees here. 32 of them. I counted them. And over the years, so many of them have passed on. They were put here in the 1910, 1920, something like that, maybe even before that, because this was all orchards throughout here. Orange, they had oranges growing and lemons growing, and some places they had, I think Gary said they had papaya for a while, but I'm not sure on that. And then they had the avocados. And when I bought it, they had all those avocado trees, but I still have quite a few. The seedlings grow, if they come up from the rootstock, they grow this little black avocado that sometimes is really stringy. So if you put it through a sieve, it's fine, but the stringy stuff is kind of odd. But we do have some, and do not ask me, I can't pronounce my forte. I think we grow forte here. Don't quote me. I think that's what it is. And that is the best avocado. It's not good for the stores because it has a really thin skin. It doesn't have a bacony flavor. It tastes like butter, and they're so good. And that's the ones we have here. The Hiromi. I probably got it wrong. Hiromi, capital S. I live in East Coast. Let's see. I put my hummingbird feeders away. I will miss seeing them from my kitchen window until next spring. Well, you know what? You've got the holiday season now. You'll kick back. Believe it or not, in the next few months, we'll get really cold and we'll all want to be in the house having hot cocoa or hot tea and watching Hallmark or whatever you do. And then by the time you get through the holidays, you'll be all done with all that stress and you'll be looking forward to spring. Think of it that way. I used to really like summer. Summer, I love the heat and into the fall, and then I couldn't stand the cold weather. I like the holidays, but now I'm kind of embracing every single season. So if we try to embrace each season, then we'll know, okay, so they went away, they did what they're supposed to do, and hopefully when they come back, your hummingbirds, they'll bring extras with them, and then you'll have more hummingbirds if that's what you want. Big Sky, let's see, very nice, pretty, and they've got that name, Abutilon. A Buton? See, and then DC, I've had totes outside for at least 4 years, still going strong. Beautiful. You're probably taking care of them really good. All you have to do is make sure that they don't dry out, and they'll go for years and years. It's amazing how long they'll last. Some people say, "Oh, look down at the pizza." That is a house finch. They become addicted to sugar water. That is hummingbird nectar in there. I saw them come. See, I just moved that there, I think this morning. And it's sitting on a blue dish that hopefully has water in it. That's why I have the watering can there, because the ants come. And so I just put water on the bottom and the ants can't cross it. And they came yesterday. They were looking around and looking around. It's like, where'd she put it? They found it and they love it. And the first time last year they started drinking from it, a little male came and he was drinking and he brought his girlfriend back. Now here comes the hummingbird and the pizza. That's just a toy pizza that you would get for kids. It's the okay, DC. I see Elizabeth. Okay. Okay, so Elizabeth, I think you're talking to DC. Are you cold there? And then Tammy Price, I love avocados. I never liked avocados. My mother would buy them, cut them up. Here, I was little. No, I didn't like it. It wasn't sweet. It was like, why would you want to eat a fruit that wasn't sweet? I did not want it. Couldn't stand avocados. Then I moved to Sunland back in 1973. And there was a little tiny avocado tree out front by the porch. And obviously, the people that lived there, they planted it. Whoops, I dropped something. And anyways, it grew and grew. And then all of a sudden, okay, I lived there for 15 years. It started throwing avocados. I didn't like it. I just left them. The neighbor across the street had a goat. Her goat used to break out of the yard and come to eat the avocado leaves from my avocado in the front yard. And then the avocados would fall in the leaves. I left the leaves. Avocado trees really like the leaves around the base. Really a big part of growing them. Sorry about that. And I couldn't stand them. They would get in the leaves. My daughter would find them. She'd be a baby. She wasn't. She was what, a year or two, a couple years old. She'd come in. Her whole face is green. I said, "You couldn't bring it in for me so I could wash it." She said, "No, mom, it's fine." And then when I went to sell the house and I moved, by then I loved avocados. So it took me that many years. The last year living there, I just suddenly took a liking to avocados. So now we still have avocados. But it took years till I liked avocados. Har, it's my birthday. It's let's see. I'm at a birthday party. Just wanted to say hello. Hello, Par, another moderator for me. Well, have fun. I may be having a birthday party here next week. So that'll be fun. It's fun. Go back and have fun at the party. Let's see. Okay, wow. So I can leave them outside. I would leave them outside if you're talking about we're talking about the totes. I think they'll be fine. I don't see why. And then DC says they're fine. I think it was DC who said they were fine. Somebody said I missed it. Um, yep, DC said their totes been outside for 4 years. I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh wow, DC easily into the double digits minus in the winter. Double digit. Wow. Let's see, Claudia. Yes. Okay, you're talking to. Yeah, speaking. I want to say. I see. Never mind. Okay, so you're all talking about flowers. Kathy Fish. Hello. Good afternoon from Colorado. Isn't that funny? When I walk outside, the hummingbirds come back. See, who's the party for? My granddaughter. My daughter's youngest. Let's see. Elizabeth speaking from experience. Don't try to move them full. Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you're gonna move them, once you start using them, it's better to get them almost empty. I've got a few in my bird garden. I'm almost got empty. I'm going to move them. You don't. If you pull on them, you could crack them. So yeah, definitely empty them out. Even if you just tip the soil, or not tip it, but shovel it out and then tip it. Leave the soil because you can always shovel it up later. Tammy Price, avocado sandwiches, yum. I just eat it plain, or I make guacamole. Let's see, Cat Mac. I have made 3 fountains following your inspiration. Oh, fountains. Did I say fountains? I have made 3 fountains following your inspiration. Wonderful. I made one yesterday. You might be able to see it this week. Do I still make fountains or do I wait till spring? I don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm going to finish the one I was doing and then I'll decide. Let's see. Happy Fish, I'm very glad I caught you live. It's hard to catch your live videos that you're doing right now. It's hard to catch your live videos that you're doing. Well, it's hard because I never know when I'm going live. I love following you and thank you for doing all the posting on your plants as well as your birds. So you are so welcome. I enjoy it. Yeah, Claudia, our avocados are really cool. Wow. The air is really smoky. Let's see. Elizabeth, let's party. My oldest granddaughter's turning 23 real soon. I know they grow up so fast. They do grow up so fast. So let's see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's 1 Oriole out there and 10 hummingbirds. Now that one's got white on his head on the top. It looks like he might have pollen all over it. I don't think it's a pied. I think it's pollen. Got it on the top of it. He's on the top feeder and he's got white on his head. No, here comes more Orioles. There's the babies in the back. Now we've got 2 there, 1 on each feeder. The hummingbirds do not like them. And there's 1 in the back on the swinging. It's a bird feeder out there. It's covered, so if it rains, it's covered for this from the sun or rain or predators. I don't think you can see it that well. It's the pole is blocking. I think I am going to move that pole off. I've moved it off before and then I put it back. I'm not getting any benefit from the pole. Maybe I do better by just moving the plants, changing the pots, putting a planter there. I'll put a planter there. Then you can be able to see. Well, no, then I still have the pole, and you can't see the bird feeder in the back. It's just for bird seed. Let's see. Oh, Tammy, you're talking about Cat Mac. Let's see. I'm reading what you wrote. I made several because of Robbie. It's so fun. I like the cat water is the best. And she has taught me about battery banks. I love the battery banks. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, let's see, we're in the middle of September, October, November. Okay, we're gonna start going into Black Friday. I'll keep an eye out. Black Friday, and I don't know why, and it goes on after that. They seem, maybe because people are using cameras and stuff, they seem to reduce real cheap the power banks. And then they also do, what do you call it? The SD cards for the cameras. That's when I usually get a new one for my Sony camera. All that stuff goes real cheap. Even hard drives go real cheap. We don't need that. But I'm just in general, the power banks. I've seen them like they've sold the little 2000, I think. I've got one in front of me for like $2. So I'm going to keep an eye out. I'll tell you what not to get, but you can try it if you want. I bought one that has the solar panel on it. They never seem to run that good. They tell you can put it out and it's got a solar panel. First of all, it's not going to give off anything and charge at the same time. They're not designed to do that, and they don't seem to tell you that. So you would have to leave it out when you're not using it and charge it up, and it never charges. You can leave it up all day and it won't get a full charge. I have found it's better to just get a regular old power bank that you would use for a cell phone. Forget getting the one with the solar on the top unless you want to try it. Maybe you'll end up with a better one than I did. And then just charge it up. And it works for everything. It runs for days and days, the water fountains. So we'll keep an eye out, and I'll keep an eye out for that too. I also love the burlesque that you do. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Let's see. Yep, Walmart has the best price. Walmart does. And then the one I'm using right now, look, see all the birds coming in all of a sudden. The one I'm using it's a white one with a blue top. Starts with a V, the name of the company. There's a few of them that make it, but I think the one I've been buying, it starts with a V. They reduce those. They've got them reduced right now to about $17. They're really good. I made a fountain yesterday out of it, though it could be set up as a solar one very easily with a bowl from Dollar Tree or something. But they're really good. $17. They have a skid mat. Something you put underneath for your pet. So if it splashes, it won't hurt the ground. They just came up with a new packaging, but it is really good. They're all good. I've got some that are only $10. Okay, Cat Mac. The one with the solar panel just doesn't work and they won't take it back. So you bought one with the solar panel. You're talking about the power bank, I'm assuming. I bought one online. I didn't buy it from Walmart, but when they tell you, here's what I think they're doing, and it could be just me speculating. They tell you it's 10 or 20,000, whatever it is, amps, whatever they call it. Not amps, but whatever they call it. I think they're adding in as if it was out in the sun, and that's how strong it is. It's not that strong. It doesn't seem to hold the charge as good. I do still use it for small things. I charge it up, but it drains too fast. I don't think it's that good. If you want to get a solar panel really bad, I bought a solar panel, a big one, that you could plug in power banks and charge it. We're talking about a big panel. I bought it. I put it out and tested it, and I've never used it. It's kind of more like for in case of an emergency, I could put it out. It's got 3 big panels and unfolds. Oh, what I should show you is I bought a new solar panel that's fantastic, and it's $15. It will run multiple fountains. I'll have to show you in a video on that. But going back to the power banks, yeah, just get a regular power bank. You can get a 10,000, but I really lucked out one day. Walmart had them for $8 and they were 20,000. I bought a whole bunch of them. That was before I could tag them. And then by then they were gone. So I haven't seen them, but we'll keep an eye out. They'll have them again. Elizabeth, I have 8 grandchildren that I know of. 24 to 7, love them so much. Wow. Let's see. Let's see. Big Sky. Me too. I have one she suggested in my suitcase that has the ports for it. I run and people see. I run and help people in the hospital with it. Oh, ERs, they're great. Yeah, they're really good to have in case of emergency for your phone. I mean, that's what they're designed for. You plug your phone in, it can charge up your phone, or you could run your phone off of that. I think a lot of people carry those around, and I told somebody who has a lot of live streams to get them and just plug in your phone. Oh, there was a person that we watched. He went live and he plugged it in. He had a smaller power bank, and then he couldn't get the stream to continue really good because he plugged it in after his phone battery died. You don't want to do that. You want to plug it in before your battery dies, because I think what it's doing is it's trickle charging your battery and then running the phone. But they are fantastic. Yes, I keep one with me a lot if I'm going, especially if I'm going somewhere. Yeah, so you're telling me the same thing, Cat Mac. The one with the solar panel just doesn't work. They won't take it back. I read that a few seconds ago. That's right. They should take it back, but how long have you had it? Let's see. All good. Just logged in and saw the fun party happening. No, we're just sitting here watching paint dry. Enjoying your video. Blessings from Houston, Texas. No, I came on because when I started and told you all I'd be on for 10 minutes, and I don't even want to know what time that was, there was just so many birds. Just so many. And now they're kind of coming in waves. I should go get something done. What I like is I can keep my phone going live on the inside of the house, because if I put it outside, it's too hot. My phone gets hot. It's one thing with iPhones, they get hot so fast, and then they come up with this emergency thing across the front and they shut your phone down. So I can keep my phone in the house now that I can wash my kitchen window. All right. I know what time I came on. It was 10 minutes to 12. Hold on. I told you guys it was only coming on for 10 minutes. Oh, is he going to take a bath? Look, 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 it's fountain. Come on, go take a bath. Nah, he changed his mind. He was going to. All morning they were bathing in that one. It was so cute. That's solar. You can see the solar panel right smack in the middle on top of the Hummingbird feeder with the black tray. And what's sitting on top of the black tray is a solar panel, the Hummingbird fountain that's to the right. Let's see, red face. It has been enjoyable watching the birds and plants. Oh, well, too funny. It is funny because I told you all and I was serious. I was only going to be on for 10 minutes. Oh, there's a hummingbird fight going on to the right. They were just fighting over the same spot. They each wanted to sit in the same spot. I'm really excited with the deck. What a difference that I can walk there. I don't know why I told Gary no. I have to get more ice cream containers out. That one's old. Look at the fabric. I didn't paint that one. It's got fabric on it to the right, and it's all faded. If I wet the fabric, it looks really nice. I was thinking, should I glaze it? But that's stupid. I think I'll just paint it. And it's a double container anyway, so all I have to do is paint up another ice cream container and then just take that one off and slip it in another one. See, Kathy, sorry, Robbie, I didn't catch what size the power bank to get for water fountains. You can run them on 10,000, or I just lucked out and got a bunch that were 20,000 from Walmart when they were closing them out. But 10,000 will work. I've even run the 2,000, but they'll only run for an hour or so. So you want to get something that's at least a couple hours they'll run. The 10,000 or 20,000. And if you start looking on certain places that say, oh, they're 30 or 80,000, they're fake. And then that's usually stuff coming from China that is saying with something that's not true anyway. So stick with 10 to 20,000, 10,000 to 20,000, and it should run really good. Oh, Cat, let's see. I missed that. I have 4 of the $4 Hummingbird feeder. Oh, okay. I love those. I just bought a bunch more. I bought a bunch more of those because just think about it. They were what? Were they $3 last year? I bought a bunch more of those and I bought the bigger ones that are $5 and change. I don't have to fill them, but I can add a little extra food in them and then I don't have to refill them as much. Those are really nice. I'm glad you like them. I really like them. Oh, Sherry, I just made tree-color pesto. Thanks, Robbie, for showing me that plant. Starting a forest of tree colors. That's what I'm doing. Oh my God, I got it all over and I'm going to plant more. I'm waiting for the weather not to be so hot. And I have a Samsung. It won't work if it gets too hot as well. Tammy Price, yeah. Oh my goodness. Monty TV, MONI TV, $20. Oh my gosh. You're kidding me. Thank you. It's going for sugar. Oh, I really enjoy your live streams and your videos. Thank you for feeding those beautiful creatures. Oh my gosh. It's like embarrassing. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Rich Quails, do you ever see cardinals? We don't have cardinals here in Southern California. Though we saw one once because there has been some that lived in the area, I haven't seen them in over 30 years. I think there were cardinals. They used to bring them in to the pet stores. They weren't supposed to, like 40 years ago, periodically, and they would sell them. And if they ever got out, they could establish themselves, but it was they never. I haven't seen them. So are they still around? I don't think so. Oh, Monty TV again. I should step out there for a minute. Thank you so much. Let me run out there real quick. Where's Zoe? Oh, now you got out of the bed. You were sitting in the bed with Jack. Thank you, Monty TV. Thank you. They're all gone. I love this. Yeah, see now here with the fountain. This is what I'm saying. I've got a fountain here, but we've got trees all around. So they can take a really good bath and then just dive into the tree. So think about where you're placing them. If you place them in an area that's just all wood or all cement, and they don't have a place that they can get into to clean themselves and dry off, they only need seconds really to dry off. That could be another reason why they're not coming. But you really do want to get other birds to use it as well. And then that will teach them that it's safe. See what I do? I keep water in here. The ants have been on the march. Though I don't have to put any ant guards up yet, you know, the ant moats. They haven't bothered too much of that. But once they start, then I got to put ant moats up. So keep that there. And then with water in here, the ants can't get that. There's a tiny bit in there. I usually take it in and clean it. Hold on. Okay, let's not dump this on my head. Okay, guys, you're going to try this? It's big. It looks different. Let's see. I don't know where that should be. This is empty right now. This is going to hold this as soon as they know what this is. That's a dot, but look how big it is. It's just different. And then I can just leave it. Are you going to sleep out here? Yeah, you. She says, I don't know what you're out here for. What are you out here for? If I open the gate, you'd go take off looking for the emus, but they're not there anymore. No, you're so funny. I don't know if you can hear, but when I come out here, they all start chattering. They think I've done something. Oh, she's brought us more stuff. Did I bring you more stuff? No, I didn't. I'm tricking you. It's the same old, same old. Is it warm? No, they're not warm. That was the nightmare. When we were hot, I had to keep coming out here and I literally had to dump food. If I put too much in there and it got hot, they weren't going to drink it hot. So I would just bring it in, dump it, and then put fresh out. And then I put ice cubes in there that was made from nectar, not water. And then it would stay cooler longer. So what I was doing during the heat when we were over 100 degrees is I was constantly changing it. So I put in about half. They drink almost all of it, and then I would take it in, wash it, and put more in. I couldn't fill it back then. Normally, you'd want to change your feeders in the winter. You could do it at maybe, they say you can leave it for 3 to 4 days. I would say no more than 3 is what I would do. For me, it doesn't work that way. These are going to be changed and washed usually 3 times a day. They were full last night. They were already emptied, and I finished putting this in. Let's see, it's 1:30ish. They'll probably be empty by 3. And then 3 o'clock, I go through and clean everything. And then about 4 o'clock comes the big wave in again, and they empty everything. And so it's usually 3 times a day. So now they think, oh, I see an ant. Fine. A lot of ants go around. They're scouts. And if you can get rid of the scout, just knock them off. He's the one that runs back and says, I found something. All right, so now I'll step away and see if they come back because they're all in, I can see they're all in the trees and they're chattering. They're trying to figure out what I've done. Oh, she's done something. She's done something. There's only 3 feeders here. Normally I can put 1, 2, 3. I can put 4, 5. I can put another 5 feeders up here if I want. You can't even see that one. Okay, guys, I'll get out of your way. I'll get out of your way. Oh, there's in here. You didn't see. We've got some food in here too. You coming, Zoe? I don't know where she went. Okay, got my ice water that Gary brought me. Elizabeth, love your Zen feel of your place. Can't wait to fix me more of a Zen area. Maybe then probably is over. Oh, I can feel more, be able to change things. Feel more and feel free to change things. Well, that's kind of what I did here. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to set this up. This is actually, that's what I was talking to Gary about yesterday. To me, it's not stressful. It's nice. I love watching the hummingbirds, but the bird garden where all the other birds come in, that's really, you kind of zone out on that. It's so peaceful. I really like having all the variety of birds there. Both of them have their own feeling when you sit in there. Kathy Fish, thank you, Robbie, very much. Let's see, Walmart's got for $15 a 20,000. That would be good. 20,000 portable charger power bank, dual USB. It sounds like the one I got by YELOMIN. So I may have a box, but they don't sell the one that I had. I think they were clearing them out. But that would be good. 20,000 from Walmart, and then check the return on that. Some of them are 30 days and some of them are 90. I haven't had a bad one yet. Again, Monty TV, thank you so much for the $20. Okay. See, Monty TV, you're welcome, Robbie. I only have one feeder, I believe. There's like 4 to 6 adorable hummingbirds that come to drink from it. I love it. Well, if they're drinking from it and they're happy, then you only need the one feeder. So it's up to you if you want to put more than one. Keep in mind, I started with one, and then I put two, and now I have dozens all over the place. Tammy Price, I only have 9 feeders, but all of a sudden I'm making a gallon a day. Okay, so they're on the move. They're coming through to you. And that's what happens. You notice you start making a whole lot more. Rich Quails, I live in Ensenada, California. I just started trying to draw in hummingbirds. You should be able to get them there. Teresa Weaver, have you been affected by the fires or earthquakes? We're not affected by fires other than smoke, so we cough a little and just go on our merry way. Not much you can do. And the earthquakes, no. The one that was a couple weeks ago was big. I think it was big because we're on that fault line. So even though it wasn't right here, it was called, I think it's the Whittier Narrows one. We're on the fault line goes all the way through Chino, all the way, I forgot how far down in the LA area. That one really rocked and rolled the house. This one in Malibu, we're not on that fault line. So though we felt it, it was very different. And no, it hasn't affected us. But we do feel it. And they're a little nerve wracking because it's like, is it going to stop? Do I have to run? Let's see. EARQ, Jester. Let's see, I can barely manage 3 feeders. You are my hero. You get used to it, especially if you start slow. First, it started with 1 feeder, and then another feeder, and before you know it, it's like, what? So you'd get used to it. Oh, Kate Mack, I have 3 backpacks. Oh, backpacks above. Wait a minute. I have 3 backpacks above. Okay, I thought you were telling me you had bats. I know. Don't you love spell correct? I have 3 backpacks. They work great. I'm not sure what that is. I'm trying to figure out. I'm not exactly. I thought you were saying you have bats. I'd love to see bats. Jenny Price, how much land do you own? One. We have a total now of 2 acres. I guess you would say they're about 2 acres. Each property has an acre. The one I bought back in '88 had 1 acre, has 1 acre, and then the other one we bought. I don't remember. What year did we get it? 2008.
Yes.
Long before YouTube. The neighbor's house came up for sale, and it's a long story. I've told the whole story. How part of their front yard was on my property. Their driveway belonged to me. He died. The guy, I knew his wife. He was a very, very wealthy man, and he passed away. And it went into, I guess, a liquidation they were doing. And her lawyers and her talked. We went down to the realtor, we all talked, and we got it dirt. Well, I can't say dirt cheap, but we got it at a really good price because they weren't going to have to. They were going to have to figure out how they were going to get on the property since his driveway belonged to me. And since it was up for sale at that time, she went ahead and sold it to us for a good price. I was friends with her, not him. So anyways, I've got a video on that. So it's a total of 2 acres, though we do leave a lot of it just as it is. We've got all the avocado trees that are still growing and the chickens running around. And then we garden in a few designated areas. Let's see, Elizabeth, our mother passed and she left me her home to take care of my brother who has special needs. Oh, wow. Well, I don't want to say that's nice, but that's nice. You've got the home. You got great memories there. So that's really nice. Memories are always nice. I think that's it. It's almost 2. So it's been 10 minutes. Gosh. Hi. Can you hear me now? I'll tell you what happened. I've got a mic on me and a mic on the camera and with the phone, and it just burned out because they don't go that long.
Well, they're not going to hear the phone, are they? If you've still got the mic on you? Or you
No mic on, there's no mic on me. Okay, she can hear me now. So what happened was I bought that I got tired of my Rode mics. And the Rode mic does last longer, but I don't like the Rode mic. To me, it might be my ears. It sounds tinny. So I went and bought another mic off of Walmart, and they're like $15, $20. I love the mic. It sounds really good, but it probably doesn't have a great battery on it. And so the main, one of the batteries, or one of the mics burned out. So what happened was, I don't know which one, but this is what it looks like. It's a little tiny thing. You probably can't see it. It's not blurry. Why is it blurry? I don't know why it's blurry. Oh, hold on. My battery is starting to go on the phone. There it goes. It's clearing up. So that's what happened. It's trying to let me know I have to get back to work and do stuff. So that's what happened. The mics have been shut down. That's okay. It was supposed to be only 10 minutes. And I forgot what story I was telling. I was telling a story. So now you're going to have to get it another time. But you can hear me now, correct? I'm hoping you can hear me now. But I do think my battery on my phone is starting to go a little bit. Can you hear me now? Yes, you can hear me great. That's because the mic is now off. So anyway, so Gary was waving and saying thank you, and I have completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh, the house next door. So she came over. I'll make this quick, and then we're going to cut it. So she came over to get some stuff. We went there. Zoe went nuts, screaming and barking. Went to her bedroom. Went to the kitchen. I don't know why it's going blurry. Let me move it back up here. It keeps going blurry. I'm dropping stuff. And she was trying to tell me, Zoe, that Anissa was here. Anissa was here. She's showing me Anissa went to her bedroom, which she did. Anissa went to the bathroom, she showed me, which she did to get stuff out of the bathroom. She went to the kitchen and took stuff out of a cupboard. She showed me the cupboard she went to. And then she goes to the back door and she's running and doing this circle and loop to show me that Anissa was here. So we had to calm her down. It took 2 days because she kept doing it. So then Anissa had to come back 2 days later for something. And she got to see Anissa. She was all over her, so excited. And she got to watch Anissa drive off. And she stopped this crazy loop thing that she was doing because now she knows Anissa wasn't here. She thought Anissa was hiding, and she knew that she was there. She's really, really smart. So anyways, that's it. So that's it. I think I'm going to end this. If I can ever get my kitchen cleaned up, I can just turn it on when I'm in the kitchen and stick the camera out and cook dinner or something. You'd have to understand that I don't use recipes very rarely. I just cook. Whatever I've got, it all works out. So that's it. I'm going to go charge up these mics. Maybe next time I'll try the Rode mic. It does go a little longer, but I really like my little mics. So anybody, I don't know what else you're saying. I don't know why the camera keeps going blurry when I move it. I can see it's going blurry. I don't think it's my eyes. Okay, it's cleared up again. All right, so I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. And may bye. Hiromi, I hope I have it right. Good afternoon. The mic is better. There's no mic, that's why. Let's see, you can hear me now. So 2 minutes. You lost 2 minutes of me talking. That's all right, you had peace and quiet. Let's see, Kathy, I don't know what's happening, but I can't hear. Okay, well, that's what happened. The mic's burned out. Thank you for 10 minutes. Yeah, I know. I'm going to go back and watch that. 10 minutes. Oh, my gosh. All right, so I want to thank everybody. Moni, I can't even find it. TV, thank you very much. Thank you so, so much. And I'm going to go get some stuff done, go charge up my mics, and I think my phone is going, look, I look like a wreck. You want to say goodbye? You look better than me. I look terrible. I have no makeup or anything. I've just been working in the garden. He always looks good, doesn't he? He always looks good.
My yard clothes. Yes.
You're in your yard clothes. You are. Oh, that's paint. That's bleach? You don't bleach.
Bleach and paint.
Why are you bleaching? You don't bleach.
Bye.
So everybody have a wonderful day. Sorry for wasting all your whole morning or afternoon. Thank you for everything. We'll do this again. We'll do this quite often, and I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do on the deck. But see, now you can see. Oh, I'm sure I'm pronouncing this wrong. Hiromis? Hiromi? Hiromi. Hiromi S. Thank you for the $3.99. Oh my goodness. They're trying to make us stay. No. Thank you so much. You're not trying to make me stay. I'm going to leave. But I'll remember. You want to come say thank you. $3.99 super chat. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
And if I can get my kitchen clean. Where's my, oh, there's the camera. If I can get my kitchen clean, then maybe I can let you see my kitchen. I clean it and then it looks just, aww. Who are we talking to, she says. Who are we talking to? Do I get a nose kiss? Anyways, thank you so much. Let me see how to, I'll turn you around one more time. There's the feeder. Oh, see, that feeder's empty already. That was full. I'll have to get some more feeders out. The big one's almost empty. So I can get more feeders over there, which I'm going to do soon. That's a new one. I just put that one out. And then they come to that one too. This is where I propagate a lot of stuff. I'm propagating mushroom plant. This is all mushroom plant. This doesn't have any leaves because I've been using it. Now I got to propagate. Anyways, thank you so much. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday and weekend. We'll do this again soon. Thank you for the super thanks and super chats. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for my moderators for keeping everything clean, nice, and family friendly. And hope to see you again soon again. Yes, you will live. I will. I promise I will. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to all the members. See you soon. Bye-bye.